Alright, so this is going to be some thoughts in the form of a review on Her, the Spike Jonze film Her, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Amy Adams. I had known about this film for a long time and kind of just putting off seeing it. I'm not exactly sure why, mostly because of like Joaquin Phoenix's beard and his face on the cover. I don't know, I feel like I used to be a different person and that kind of just turned me off, but I feel like I was ready for that, for his green eyes and his beard on the cover. And yeah, I don't even know if I was ready for this movie. Like, I kind of understood what I was getting into, right? Like, it's the digital relationship. Like, the guy falls in love, or a heartbroken man, very sensitive man, falls in love with his operating system, this new sentient operating system. It's like kind of like a real person, right? But it learns and evolves, and when he picks its voice, it can be male or female, and he chooses female, right? And it's Scarlett Johansson's voice. So yeah, Scarlett Johansson is also in this, just her voice. And
Hi.
yeah, he develops this relationship with the computer that starts friendship-wise because she listens to him and whatever, and they joke along, and it's cringeworthy at times, but for different reasons. Like, at first it's cringeworthy because it feels so weird and awkward, and there's even like a quote-unquote sex scene in the film that I won't explain how they handle it as well. They handle this beautifully. You couldn't handle this scene any better, but it makes you cringe because of the context. Like, it's almost startling because like we're heading to that point. Like, human contact is already seeming to become so rare, right, in a world of chat rooms and social media and YouTube and internet friendships that start to become and feel real, right? Like, how far are we from just skipping the middleman and falling straight in love with the computer, right? But back to the fact that it's just an operating system. Joaquin Phoenix is acting up a storm as this guy here. The nervous, quiet, sensitive, almost creepy kind of weirdo, and he's great. I'm convinced that Joaquin Phoenix is one of the greatest living actors currently working right now, who's still at the top of his game, unlike other, greats who just can't seem to do shit anymore, right? And they might as well just quit. But so this movie is extremely dialogue heavy. Like, it's all talking. It's all your relationship drama. It's very real. They got the relationship cycles down so well. Like, he goes through all your main stages of a relationship with this computer that you would see in another romance movie that might not have been handled as well. Like, this felt the dialogue and the exchange and the subtle nuances of the relationship, especially when it starts to go kind of south, and just is fucking perfect. Like, the little things like the, you're sighing, why do you sigh? Is something wrong? Like, that shit, is something wrong? I don't know what's wrong. Like, why ask me what's wrong? That shit. It's really good. They handle it well, and then back to it being cringeworthy is, it makes you kind of recoil at times because it does feel so real, but it's not real, and that's the point, right? It's not a real relationship. He's in love with the computer, and it's weird. It's clearly weird, but it's like it's starting to confuse you because Scarlett Johansson she's not in the movie anything beyond her voice, and it's great. It's one of her best performances. She makes you believe that character so well that maybe you even start to crush on the computer a little bit, and then what are you doing, right? But the first hour for me felt like a bit of a slog, honestly, and because maybe I didn't buy into the computer relationship as quick as Joaquin Phoenix's character did. I bought into Phoenix's character right away. It's one of the best roles I've seen him in all year. I loved The Master. I thought he was crazy shit in that. But this is just so different. It shows that Phoenix can embody a character. He becomes it, and it's amazing. Amy Adams is beautiful as always, even though she's not really in it for much. Anything Amy Adams does is gorgeous because she's gorgeous. That's just how she rolls. What a class lady, right? largely this film is good because of the script. It's a very believable script. The language, you could tell these people have been in relationships before. Like, I just finished watching The Council, a Ridley Scott movie, and I question how many real relationships Ridley Scott has actually been in after seeing that film and the way the exchanges between partners. Like, I don't believe it at all, and that was a garbage movie. But, yeah, I think Spike Jonze won an Academy Award for this one for the Best Original Screenplay, and it was deserved. This movie is all dialogue, it's all writing, it's all two people's exchanges in the relationship, and it can go on longer, and they're trying to work things out, but it's always got that strangeness because of the setup, the operating system, and whatever, and it's good. It doesn't go the way you think either. It's predictable at times, but almost it's showing you maybe the relationships are always going to be like this, whether or not you pursue it with a woman, a man, a computer, or whatever you choose, right? Maybe all these problems will arise because the problems are more rooted in the person. Like you can't. I don't know exactly, but it got pretty real, and I liked it. Especially it got bitchy too. Like the computer kind of, you can tell Spike Jonze is maybe making some comments at the way he thinks women behave in relationships too, but also the way men do. It's good. It has comedic moments, but it's also quite serious and heartfelt. There's crying and slow music and a lot of love, romance scenes, and they set that up. I did feel like it was kind of, not that it was long, I got into it, but I don't know, a part of me felt like I was sitting through it as it got going for some reason. Maybe I could enjoy more on a second watch. I liked this movie. I didn't totally love it, but I'm glad I watched it. I was thinking, the acting is amazing, and the shots are pretty well done. They're not that the camera work is insane, but there's a good understanding of lines and color in every shot, and the backgrounds are set up to be there. One note on the future world. It's a near future, and it's a great near future. This movie was, I think, a 2013 film, and we could be living in this near future now, right? And you wouldn't know it, but by a subtle few technologies we don't quite have yet. But other than that, we're living in this future now. And if you saw this movie 5 years from now, you could say the same thing. Like, it doesn't beat you over the head with the technologies. It just lets them be there kind of in the background, and you understand that people are consumed by their cell phones, but look around you now, people are consumed by their cell phones. I don't know, it was good. It's a foreshadow to a world we could possibly be living, and Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor. I'd give this movie 3.5 for sure. Would I watch it with someone? Yeah. Would it be cringeworthy and weird? Probably at times, but once we got through the film, we'd be like, wow, that was a good love story, kind of weird. But yeah, 3.5. I can't give it a 4, just because there's parts that I don't know, like I said, it felt like a slog at times, but I can't even really say why. Maybe if I rewatched it, I could give it a 4, but we're going to stick with a 3 and a 5. Peace.